Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and a very happy new year to you all. So it is now 2021 and this year is full of new possibilities and hopefully it will be better than the last one. So right now we're back in lockdown. There's not a lot of things I can do on this channel travel wise. We're back in full lockdown until February I think, and we are limited to 5 kilometers again. So for today's video, with the help of my assistant, we're going to have a quick look at everything that happened in 2020 on this channel. So before I start the video, please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and also hit subscribe. So let's go all the way back to January of last year. And January was a bit of a weird month for me because at the end of 2019 I headed home for Christmas and I had a flight booked for going back to Canada afterwards. But as time went on in January I realised that I kind of wasn't ready to go back to Canada. Plus I had no job, I had no house, I had nothing to go back to, and I was pretty much starting all over again from scratch. So I decided to stick around for a little bit and miss my flight back to Canada and then figure out my next move. I knew I wasn't finished with Canada just yet, so what ended up happening, I booked a flight to Toronto and I decided to do a bit of backpacking and see a bit of the country, but also looking for a job at the same time. So on my first day in Toronto we actually had a snowstorm. I just thought it was absolutely mad the way the snow just piled up so quickly when there was nothing on the ground the day before. So I stayed in Toronto for a few days, went up the CN Tower and then I headed down south to Niagara Falls. A lot of people think it's very overhyped, it's very touristy, and they're not wrong. However, I really enjoyed myself there. There's a lot to see and do in Niagara Falls, and if you want to as well, you can cross Rainbow Bridge and visit the United States for a day. After that then I went on my longest bus journey yet, from Niagara Falls all the way up to Ottawa. I think it was about 9.5 hours total between two buses going all the way up to Ottawa. Spent a couple of days exploring Ottawa, seeing all the historic buildings, and then I also went ice skating on the world's biggest ice rink. However, the biggest highlight of my time in Ottawa was the hostel I stayed in, which was a haunted prison, which was so much fun and it was totally different than anything I ever stayed in before. After Ottawa, I headed up north and explored the city of Montreal, and that brings us up to February. After Montreal, I spent a couple of days chilling out in Vancouver, catching up on videos, and then I headed up to Whistler for a friend's birthday, and I kind of took some time away from vlogging and the camera just for a little bit, just to kind of get a break. After that then I headed back down and went to Victoria, which is honestly probably my favourite place in all of Canada so far that I've been to. It's so beautiful, the ferry ride is absolutely gorgeous. I found so much wildlife walking around Victoria. It's definitely a spot worth visiting. After Victoria, I headed up to Vancouver, where I was supposed to get a train from Vancouver to Jasper in Alberta. Unfortunately, due to protests, this was cancelled. So what I ended up doing was get a flight from Vancouver to Calgary and bus it up to Jasper. And then from there I went to Jasper, Edmonton, Calgary, and then finally ended up in Banff. So after a while of backpacking and not having much luck with job hunting, coronavirus was getting to be a thing because it was kind of early March around that time, I thought it would be best to just fly home. Now luckily I flew home when I did because the virus was getting pretty bad in most of Europe at that stage, and I think it was about a week after I landed back in Dublin we went into our first lockdown. And then from there things kind of went a bit quiet on this channel. Due to lack of travel there wasn't a lot of things for me to do, so I kind of just caught up on videos from Canada, spent most of my time at home. So at the end of April, around May time, I was invited to take part in a Truth or Dare game with a couple of travel vloggers, and it was probably one of the highlights of my year because we got in touch with so many other travel vloggers. We were all small channels and it was great to see everybody grow from that and just to get to know other people as well who are in the same boat as you. So around the summertime cases were getting lower and things were starting to open back up again, so I spent some time exploring my hometown in Cavan. I also got to squeeze in a very rainy staycation to County Galway. Good morning to another glorious Irish summer day. And it was around the summertime as well I got my very first snack crate, and I'm still getting them to this day and they're so much fun to open up. I'll leave a link to the playlist of all my snack crate boxes up here. Towards the end of the summer I spent a day out in Howth. I got a trip to Sligo in, and then we went back into lockdown for a second time. Then from there things just went totally quiet again. I lost all motivation to make content. There was barely anything I could post about because there was nothing to do, and especially when you're restricted to only 5 kilometers from your house, there's only so much you can vlog about. But on a positive note, from the lack of travel, I got to spend a lot more time with this fella, and I also got to upgrade a lot of my camera equipment. So I got my new DSLR camera. For Christmas I got a tripod, I got a drone. Even though I haven't made a travel vlog in so long, I spent a lot of time practicing my wildlife photography, and I'm really proud of how the shots are coming out so far. I also got upgraded to a new bedroom, which I had plenty of time to decorate, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that went on this year, so very uneventful compared to other years travel wise, but hopefully next year will be a lot better. I've already have many hypothetical trips booked in my head. I've 2 trips I think that I have deposits down for a maybe if it happens, but we'll just have to wait and see. 2020 will definitely be remembered as a year that all of our lives changed. For some year it was one of the better years, for some people it was the worst year. At the end of the day, we're all still here, we're doing the best we can, and even if you didn't achieve that much last year, that's okay, because honestly I was the same. I didn't achieve half the things I wanted to do. We're all hoping that 2021 will be the better year, and I hope to everyone watching this video it will be. So yeah, that's the highlight of my 2020. So I'm still here, still healthy, touch wood. So let me know, what was the good things that happened to you in 2020, and what will you remember 2020 the most for? I want to thank every single one of you who has watched, subscribed, follow me on social media. I appreciate every single one of you. I've hit 264 subscribers last time I checked, which is just absolutely crazy. That is at least double of what I had last year, so thank you so very much. I'm really grateful for you all. I'm gonna love you and leave you because this fella is getting more and more needy. So thanks for watching, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye. I think I've actually officially lost the plot this year. 1, 2, no. Today I'm heading up to Knocknarea, and oh shit! Even in the lashes of rain there's still somebody swimming. That's dedication for you.